Slash marker. That'll be rogue tower. What a difficulty spike. Either way, we pay out the believers. For sure. For sure. I think we could do one more. Why not? We know what we're doing now. We could go a little faster. Oh no, that logo. Oh, Jay, you don't like the upside down word art? Mass and auto upgrade is an unlock. Oh, that's great info. That's great info. Card draw. Okay. Everyone tells me I gotta upgrade card draw, but first I gotta unlock more cards. So let's take like 3 of these, then I can get card draw. Now I gotta get 10 more cards. Oh, hold on. Gold drop. Enemies drop more gold. That seems good. Start with more gold. That seems fine. Hey, Elizabeth. Thank you as well for the gifted subscriptions. I'm happy people are enjoying Rogue Tower. Honestly, it feels nice to be playing kind of more of like a mechanics-driven game. Not that I'm like not bantering, but feels nice. 4 more cards for card draw. Okay. How about 1, 2, 3, 4? Draw upgrades every 2 rounds instead of every 3 rounds. Holy bursh. Draw an additional card when you draw upgrade cards. Alright, that seems kind of incredible. Now I understand the loop that people were asking for so long. Can you unlock 32C? It's kind of growing on me too. I can't deny it. I'm now like, you know, at first I was like, this can't possibly be the most efficient way to outlay this. And then I'm like, I think they did what they could. I think they did their best. Look at these houses, man. I will say, 4 towers to start is overkill. We just want to put, I think, as many as we need to survive. So that we can save up gold for our upgrades. Holy cow, this is too much information. So I don't mind getting mortars. But I also feel like a passive upgrade is nice, but we don't really need it yet. I guess we'll just take a mortar for now. I don't even know when we'll place one down, but we'll see how the map looks, I guess, first before we get, like, hard committed. Because for now, we don't really need to spend much gold. We probably could have 1 flamethrower. Hey, what does yellow mean over their head? Is that they have, like, 1 pip of armor or something? It's their piss meter. Oh, they have a speed boost. Okay. Let's put down 1 mortar. I don't think these guys are gonna kill me. I just, like, we got a long... Okay, these guys are gonna cause me some serious problems. Maybe not. Okay, demolish that, save your money. No crystals yet. Let's take 1 flamethrower for now. And I think we can put it on this little +2 corner right here. I don't want to surround the houses with towers yet, because, like, if these ballistas have to fire, I'm already mad. Like, I don't want them to ever have to shoot. I think we need more houses that are in better positions first. Flamethrower should always target last. Okay, good to know. Good to know. Furthest? Slowest? What is last? Last isn't an option. Handsome Pants, thank you as well. Thank you. Slowest, okay. But isn't the slowest going to be the first thing that they see regardless? That's Bloons Tech. Yeah, I'll see you out on the hard court. Handsome Pants any day now. Now that Nadal has won his 21st Grand Slam. Alright, I mean, that seems really good. We can definitely ambiently support 1 flamethrower. I'm just send it. What is this long straight path? Like, this is a disaster. I think what we might want to do is actually take like a mana build and try to build as many flamethrowers in this section as we possibly can. Because this is not really like a great mortar setup, to be honest. This is a problem. Like, this map is horrible. Mortars do more damage to shields. Eventually important, I'm sure. Every enemy you kill generates mana, but enemies move faster. You know what? I'm going to try it. And then I'm going to place a second flamethrower down right here. Flamethrower should be on furthest. Okay, let's do this together, okay? Progress, slowest, fastest, least shield, least armor, least health, most shield, most armor, most health, near death, progress. So which of these words is furthest? Everybody's Bloons players outed themselves in chat. Slowest is fine. Okay, let's do slowest. People said never do progress. So maybe we'll do like most armor, most health. So we can do slowest, most armor, most health. How about that? Most health would be furthest, right? Copium. Copium, I'm not wrong. It just is a different word in this game. Sorry, and that was needlessly an ad hominem attack. I apologize, but... Well, our mana is doing fine with 2 flamethrowers, which means we could consider adding a third. Enemies have got a lot of HP now. Which I think for us means more ballistas. But I, like, absolutely hate this layout. I mean, could you ask for a worse layout than this? I don't even think our flamethrowers, like, do well on the straights. Because, I mean, maybe they do fine, but, like, these kind of, like, bends seem like the dream. It's a good point. We could give you, like... Let's give you 2 upgrades on health damage. The hopes of making you a little bit faster. And then I think, I know that like the +3s, people are going to want mortars. But like our mortar is kind of like ass right now. Like it has a circular range associated with it. I think we got to land like some shooters up here. I mean, at least we got a lot of +3s. Which is super nice, but... And then let's expand it. And you know what? While we're here, this seems like an okay opportunity to generate some extra gold and do some damage upstream. This also is, might I suggest, this might be a decent place for a flamethrower. Because it's a bend in the road. We just got to make sure that we're not gonna deplete our mana and have the flamethrowers not fire, which would be very bad for us. I wouldn't say we're quite at equilibrium yet. But they're far enough apart that probably they won't fire at the same time for a while. Let's go sorcery. Double our mana regen passively so that we can easily place down another flamethrower when we get the gold for it. We do have a problem. Can you pause and then upgrade? Okay. Because I feel like we need something to hit armors. Like a mortar. Like here. Set to prioritize most armor. Followed by most health maybe. And then slowest. And then upgrade that armor damage considerably. Alright, I'm happy with that for now. Flame is also anti-armor. Okay, so maybe that was overkill then. We don't need shield tech till post-level 15, though. Mana's doing great. Obviously, we didn't add anything. So far, so good. We're getting close to that chest. A bend! Let's go! Okay, now this, all of a sudden, maybe all of our complaining is bringing fruit for us if it comes all the way back down here. A U-turn. Now our mortar, like we accidentally placed it in the best position you ever could have asked for. Come on, mortar. There you go. Here they go. And then we want to see just the longest straightaway possible. If it turns left, I'll be very upset. But you know what? At least it's a future bend. It's a bend for the future. Dude, I'm loving getting these levels, man. Sure, let's have our ballistas deal more damage to armor. Range is not really... Or sorry, our flamethrowers deal more damage to armor. Our ballista is not really... You know, range isn't its issue right now. Let's put it that way. What is the future of gaming? It's a great question. Great question. Don't have an answer. Probably FIFA. I'm gonna guess that my crystal ball tells me that whatever the new trends in gaming are, FIFA will remain the United Kingdom's best-selling game probably until I die. Did you see, while we're talking about FIFA, something I'm well equipped to discuss. Oh, this layout, man. Have you seen the thumbnail on Netflix for the Neymar documentary? It actually has probably the funniest thumbnail I've ever seen in my life. It's Neymar, the Brazilian footballer. It's a portrait of his face. And then half of his face has the Batman mask, and half of his face has the Joker makeup. It's honestly incredible that in 2022, you could make art like that, or graphic design, I should say, with absolutely no self-awareness whatsoever. Dude, you're absolutely right. This flamethrower is gonna go sicko mode. Graphic design is my passion. I'm still gonna say, let's make you do even more damage to armor. Oh, this layout, man. Holy cow, it's real. I wouldn't make that up, okay? Thank you, you're absolutely right. Most armor, these were not prioritized. Most health, slowest. Most armor, most health, slowest. I think we could save some money. That's rough. I mean, it's just like, I just can't believe that that was able to be made without somebody being like, you know, it's like on the internet, people like make fun of the Joker, like, because he's like so twisted. He's like, no, man, that's like me. I'm like half a hero, half a villain. Hey, PC Peralta, thank you for the gifted subscriptions as well. Thank you, thank you. Middle is not prioritized either. Also true. That's great intel. You know what I like about expensive towers? There's less of them to manage the individual priorities of. $700 gold? I pass. Oh my god, if it goes back up again? Oh, man. Yeah, I'm thinking this is a great mortar situation. Range is lovely there. Just prioritize most armor, most health, and slow. Yeah, we do it the same for everybody, huh? All of these ones at least. This is actually like a dream layout. Netflix just desperate for new shows. I do want to say that I insulted Netflix. I said Netflix make a good show 2022 challenge. I finished. I think I'm like 3 episodes deep on Archive 81 right now. Very interesting show. I think it's still that's still a fun show. Or fun might not be the right word, but that show is engaging. I wish to have none of these. Shield's coming. Yeah, that's what we need to set up like a ballista wall that attacks shields, I think. Just want to check. 1 range. I kind of sleep on that. We only have 2 mortars. We could get more in the future, but we're not going to prioritize it soon because we need anti-shield technology. Maybe, okay, give me mana siphon. But we might not use it right away. We'll see. Dude, I love that we got crystals at the base, though. So I think we could probably build 4 of these. And then we know we got shields that are going to be a problem for us. We got an incredible path. I love this path. So I think we're going to want a flamethrower here, but maybe we don't need it yet. Give me a quick little +3. Give me a quick little +2. Give me a quick little +2. And then we're going to go most shield, most armor, progress, and give you a small upgrade. Most shield, most armor, progress. Most shield. What the heck? Most shield, most armor, progress. And then I'm gonna Oogie, I forgot about Oogie. That's alright, we're not on shields yet. I forgot we're one wave away. Okay, in that case, give me 4 levels of shields. So we're a little bit more ready for the next round. And hopefully we're like future-proofed here a little bit. Hopefully we're like a round ahead. Because now if we get money, we should have the mana base to build another flamethrower. Which will also help with armor. But not so much against shields. But in 2 rounds, we'll get... Actually, we're going to get at least 1 upgrade here anyway. From Oogie, assuming we win. So it's possible that we'll get like a Tesla coil, or I don't know, like poison feels like it would do damage to health. Tesla feels like it would do damage to shields. Okay. So we'd be looking for electricity, ideally. Poison is anti-shield. Okay. So it just goes to show you how much Borderlands I didn't play. Bleed is health. Alright. I mean, mana is doing just fine. Give it a second. He's got a long way to go. He's unfazed. I mean, he's a little phased. He's almost on the capital O. All ballistas, please. All ballistas. No. I didn't think I thought he would do damage. I didn't think he would kill the tower. Perfect map ruin? We were so close to perfect. He was like 2 hits away from death. What a rip, man. It does hurt the ego, that's for sure. Big win for the doubters, though. Oh, man. I'm going to be honest, though. I want to run one more back. But just one more. I feel like every run, we're learning a little bit more. I'm not even getting any upgrades this time. Yeah, we were a little too AoE focused. Honestly, I love a ballista spam. And then just get the passive ballista upgrades to start with. That's my world. We already got a bend. It's a dream come true. Gotta respect some health damage. Apparently true. Apparently true. Let's start immediately with some slow. It's not going to be too relevant while there's so few units, but it doesn't bother me. And slow stacks, right? Yeah, like you can see it has like a little, like it decays over time. Okay, we see a little bend in the road. We love to see that. Can't even gamble because I lost all my points. Do not gamble, you will lose. There you go. No money wasted. No money wasted. Perfect. No ballistas. Dude, I'm going straight to banditry. If you wish to be a hater, go ahead and be a hater. This is how I choose to build my economy. Because honestly, I mean, banditry would have served us very well last time. We died in 1 hit, so it doesn't really matter if the enemies do slightly more damage. So I feel like with Frost, the more ballistas you have, the happier you are. Because a single target getting hit multiple times has a multiplicative effect on the slow. That seems sensible to me. Look at this bend, man. Holy cow. Look at this incredible bend. Please surround the houses. This position is ass, though. It's so ass. More damage, please. They pay for themselves? Yeah, in like 100 rounds, right? It's not free money. You spend 180 gold to put something down that generates like 1 per turn? 2 per turn? All ballistas deal more health damage. Okay, loop me around. It's another beautiful bend, quite frankly. Not as good as our last map, though. But you can sell the tower later. Look, honestly, I have to acknowledge that I think that it's probably mathematically a decision that makes the most sense. But why, like, every game, there's, like, some people whose entire ethos for the game is just maximizing the amount of in-game revenue. And then I talk about investing, you know, based on a discounted cash flow model, and people are like, oh, shut up. But then you play a game where you got crossbows shooting down from the heavens. They're like, hey, put some useless crossbows down around here. Because it'll generate, like, slightly more number for you every turn, and then later you could sell it. And I'm like, come on, man. Are you hearing yourself? Those people don't lose to Oogie. I bet they do lose to Oogie, but they just have, like, such good income that they don't even care when it happens. They're like, oh, it was worth it to lose to Oogie. Because, like, look at how effective my economy was while I died. What the heck? What a shot. All ballistas deal 25% bleed damage. I mean, I do want the range. I do want the extra slow. But why not? Let's throw some bleed in there. It's kind of nice just having one tower type. It certainly feels like it makes the management aspect a little easier. Put me on these +3s. Put me on these +2s. Oh, man. I don't have the money for that. More banditry, though, and I'm all about it. They can't stop us now. Man who was stopped. That's another nice bend, but we got higher priority bends first. And more ballistas immediately, please. Plumber would know all about this. Real talk, there is a game on Steam. It's in prologue right now. It's called Electrician Simulator. And I thought it would be a funny meme to play it, to lean into, like, not knowing what an electrician does. But I think it's one of those things that's, like, funny in concept, but, like, after 10 minutes of playing it. Like, people would come in and they'd be like, haha, I get it. And then after, like, a minute of watching, they'd be like, I don't want to watch this anymore. It looks kind of like garbage. I mean, I don't mean like garbage, but it looks like well, let's finish the bit because this requires some thinking. It looks like every other like blank simulator game, whereas like, you know, you like click on the screws to open a case, the case opens up, and then you click on like the wires to connect the wire. You know, you get the idea. Yeah, honestly, I know you're like, Tesla? Nah, man. Double banditry to make our economy that much better. Beautiful bend. Now he's insulting game devs too? No, I'm sure that all of those simulator games actually do pretty well in Europe. Also with mouth. And dads. I don't know, man. My anecdotal experience is that the only gamer dads I know are they play Apex Legends. Well, that's not true. I guess Sips loves those like colony builders. And Dan loves Cookie Clicker. I'm still feeling pretty good. Nobody's even come close to us recently, so I'm not sweating it yet. Okay, you're starting to come a little closer to me. Is that a +2? It is. It's a +2. Gotta expand those shortest paths. No, I want to expand the longest path so that... I mean, is this... Oh, am I being tricked by one of my tower defense professors right now? I want one path to always be longer so that they come into... Oh, I guess we could expand one by a little bit and then have them come in, like, offset. But instead, we got two overlapping right now. I see your point. I see your point now. But we're not sweating at all. Chat, NL said he's not... Well, this is my wife talking for context. NL said he's not a gamer. Is this true? I stand by the idea that I don't self-identify as a gamer. I game for work, obviously. And do I game for fun in my downtime? Yes, but not very often, honestly. And it's not that I don't like games. It's just like we got a lot of shit to do right now. Slow them even more. Like, my honest And it's not a... Maybe I'm a gamer in denial. My honest, like, evenings are like... So, you know, like 5 p.m. I cook dinner for the baby. And then I cook Kate and I dinner. Then after that, I'll, like, do some YouTube stuff. Like, I'll set YouTube thumbnails and, you know, push videos from Twitch to YouTube. Then I'll, like, do some chores in the kitchen. You know, I'll, like, do the dishes. Maybe take out, like, some of the garbage or recycling or something like that. And then after that, it's, like, 9 p.m. Maybe 8:30, depending on the day. And I'm like, I'd honestly rather just, like, start getting ready for bed. I don't think that's a gamer mindset. But maybe I have a backwards idea of what a gamer is. We have dinner at 8 p.m. here at the earliest. It's possible that we might have, like, a different kind of, like, priority matrix for our lives right now. I've been there. I've been there, you know, hey, it's 9 p.m. Honey, what do you want to have for dinner? Do you want to drive 20 minutes and then eat at, like, a cool, trendy restaurant downtown? We lived those days, don't get me wrong. Nowadays, I'm like... I mean, we had dinner at 7 p.m. last night just because the Instant Pot took longer than expected in order to cook this beef stew that I made. And I was like, 7 p.m. dinner, what the heck? So late. The not-so-instant pot? Well, just, you know, like, it's not instant, but it's good marketing. It is faster than a normal pot. Are you seeing all this gold we have in reserve? I'm loving life, man. Favorite cut of beef for stews? I'm not even gonna lie to you and be like, oh, we just buy stewing beef. Oh, we just buy, like, you know, top sirloin and then chop it up. I go for the strip loin, even for the beef stew. Because I would rather have a beef stew that has, like, tender, juicy beef than a beef stew where, like, it tastes like you're eating kind of like a shoe that's been dipped in gravy. But it does add a little bit to the unit cost for every bowl of soup. Or stew, I should say. Mama, the stew's got no top sirloin. We're not on shields yet. Everybody chill. We're gonna get more damage to armor on all of our ballistas. Why you got 3K in the bank? Because it's better to have some dry powder, so now we can see what we need the most. And I think what we got, like, this incredible choke point here. I'm also trying to build my run in such a way that I don't have to ever change priority, because every ballista will just do everything. This is the 0 specialization build. I'm Johnny Knoxville. This is the 0 specialization challenge. Next prediction, how much money will NL have when he dies to Oogie? Dude, we're gonna crush Oogie, because Oogie just has a lot of health. And we're gonna stack up, like, a stupid amount of bleed while also slowing him down in the kill box here. Like, I'm not sweating this at all. Upgrades? I'm just gonna be real with you. You're not gonna like what I'm about to say, but I just hate clicking the buttons. Like, I hate clicking on every single one of these things and then clicking on the buttons. So instead, I'm just gonna click on this button and then click on all the hills. And I'm gonna... Alright, we're gonna have a one-size-fits-all solution on our ballistas, okay? I don't know, at some point, they're probably not gonna be cost-effective anymore. We definitely do need... Like, this, I think we have no choice but to take whatever they give us that can target shields. But Oogie is absolutely screwed. Like, he's done. And then following this, we should be able to buy a mana tower and put it down and be fine. Like, we built a dream squad for killing Oogie and the waves in advance, or preceding Oogie. Now we have a problem. There's 3 chests, gambling. Our problem right now is that we might have overinvested in the early waves at the expense of our later waves. I honestly don't think we need a mortar, but it's probably nice to have that option instead of just a mana bank. Okay. They lose 1 base damage, but double their crit chance. The crit chance equal to their level. So you would lose 8% of your damage in order to get a 2% crit chance. And crits do double damage. But hold on. What level are you? 5? I think as units get stronger, this pays out more and more over time. So I think we can take that. I think mathematically that actually is incredible. And let's increase that bleed for now because we don't... So we have to survive 1 more wave, which could be an issue. Or maybe not, I don't know yet. It's all about these shields. I think for the time being, we can be like, let's make a couple of shield specializers, though it pains me. I should always march to the beat of my own drum. It's only when I try to imitate others that I suffer. When I just click what I want to click, it works every time without fail. Without fail. Except for sometimes. But most of the time it's fine. What a shot. Shouldn't shield towers be in the front? I don't know, probably. Wouldn't surprise me if that makes a lot of sense, honestly. Look at this. Dude, the slow is cracked as well. The slow... Honestly, the fact that they're getting slowed means the fact that they do less damage against shields isn't that big of a problem right now because we get to hit them that much more often as a result. And as the levels pour in, the crit chance gets better. Oh, man. Attacks against bleeding enemy. I know we should take the flamethrower, but that's an armor... That's an armor shredder. So instead, we're going eviscerate. Bleeding enemies raise crit chance. Holy bursh. Are you seeing the speed of the melting? Maybe you should expand the shortest path so that the faster guys have more distance to travel. I think in principle that makes sense, except that I mean, I would have to build like towers over here. Otherwise, you know, I guess my game plan would be just hoping that they run out of breath. Maybe 1 more tile, these ballistas could still hit it. I don't know, though. I'm feeling, like, pretty good here. I think you're right. I think we could do 1 tile. Because then, like, these guys take forever. These guys take forever. This would allow us to shoot at them for, like, 2, maybe, like, 1.5 tile cycles before the staggering starts. I think that makes a lot of sense. I think you got a good point there. I love watching the gold pour in and not doing anything about it. It feels damn good. Are you seeing the levels pour in too? Oh, baby. Yeah, we don't have to worry about shields at all. In other words, true, that's pretty true. Expand once. Not the ideal loop, let's be honest, but We get another treasure chest after this level. Should probably spend before we need to spend. I think that's a great idea. However, I'm noticing that as of right now, the staggering is actually pretty good. Nothing's made it past. In that case, I'm feeling pretty solid. If you win, I promise to donate $1 million over the next 500 years. Look, I understand. But could we at least amortize that out equally? Like, I don't want this to be like a Minnesota Wild hockey contract, where it's like the first couple of years there's a cap hit of like, you know, $750,000, and after you retire they got to pay $10 million a year to nobody. So $1 million divided by 500 is still like $2,000 a year. So if you could just start giving me like $6 a day, I'll take that starting rate now. Every day for the next 500 years? Yeah, that sounds nice. Any bleeders in the chat? Bleeding enemies take more damage from everything, or bleed per second more than doubled? I'm going more than doubled, man. And then we're going to start moving this path out again. I wouldn't mind getting like some frost in here. I think that would help us out. And then if we could also add some Nixon, that's a recipe for a great film. Probably Michael Sheen's best movie. I don't know, he was in that one Underworld though. +2. I mean, it's a great film. Why is nobody talking about Frost Nixon? Everybody's like, build around the houses for more gold. Look at it. You can't take it with you, man. Nobody puts the respect on Frost Nixon that it deserves. A quiet and understated film is honestly like... Frost Nixon is actually like Seth Rogen and James Franco's The Interview, but made for adults instead of children. It's an incredible film. I have no clue what it is. Frank Langella, who played Richard Nixon, he was nominated for Best Actor at the 2009 Oscars. Like, come on. I don't know if he won. I can't remember. He did not. Son of a bitch. Probably Sean Penn. Oh, for Milk. Okay, that's fair enough. Sean Penn for Milk. I'll give him some credit for that. I prefer the Dick Cheney movie. Insanely unbased, unkeynote take. Vice is like a 5 to 7 out of 10 at best. Frost Nixon is legit like a 9+. Okay, we need to spend. Give me some spending. Some spending. Some spending. Some spending. Some spending. Some spending. Yes, do not get me started on Benjamin Button. Do not. I already did 15 minutes on Benjamin Button. I feel like the movie is just ridiculous. Man grows younger over time. Kate Blanchett kissing a teenager on the mouth because it's her husband of 40 years. Shit makes me sick. Bro, that's actually my favorite movie. Fuck you. I'm sorry. Look, that's... Everybody's got an opinion, myself included. David Fincher. Pushing Benjamin Button to what probably made like $300 million at the US box office. Shit's embarrassing. English Patient 2008 wannabe. Yeah, back in my day, we didn't have Benjamin Button. We had Benjamin Clickwheel, and we liked it. Curious Case of Benjamin Button. Domestic box office $335.8 million. I fucking knew it. That movie had $300 million written all over it. It's probably the first time that 60-year-olds in 2009 had been to the movie theater since Legends of the Fall came out. Shit drives me insane. Okay, we want a Frost Keep. Let's get some advantage from mana now. Now we just need the Nixon Keep. So I think we like one here. And I think we like one... Well, we should check and see how our mana does with 2, and then see how it works after that. Oh my god, these paths, man. These paths... Mana's doing okay, but could use a little more. But you know what? The effect we're getting out of this slow is probably pretty good to begin with. I think it's some of the best utility we could have here. What's the recent Best Picture winner? I don't remember any Best Picture winners. Nevs 51318, or sorry, I8. Thank you for the gifted subscriptions. Thank you. Okay, yeah, Parasite is an incredible movie. That's got to be up there. Moonlight I have not seen. La La Land, I mean, that's a divisive film, but I actually love it. People call me cynical, but like, if you ever want to find true cynics, ask them what they think about La La Land. I think that movie is actually like incredible. Oh, La La Land didn't win, right? It lost to Moonlight. Well, I'm gonna do the thing that everybody does at the Oscars. Hey, I haven't seen the movie that won, but the movie that I did see should have won, in my opinion. Look, Whiplash might be better than La La Land, but they're both great films. The last act of La La Land is actually like one of the most devastating pieces of film ever made. Like, I love a movie that swings for the fences in the final act. And, like, La La Land was, like, a great musical for the first 2 acts, and then in the 3rd act, it was, like, get fucked. And I was like, this is awesome. This is great. Makes me want to cry just thinking about it. Okay, we need, like, our paths are not staggered right. This is a disaster. Did you cry? Yeah, I cry at almost every movie I watch now. It's a given. There's no shame in that. I have no mana. My mana's broken. The movies are designed to elicit emotion. It's not you against the filmmaker. You and the filmmaker are working together to feel something that is hard to experience in your everyday life. In this place, heartbreak feels good somehow. He dies this round? I don't think so, Tim. I don't think so. That being said, I think I know exactly what we're going to do. It's an even numbered level, so we're going to get card draw. We're going to draw mana siphon. We're going to invest seriously in our mana economy, and then we're going to build some more frost towers. And that's $8,000, you know, well spent. You know, you don't get interest for holding your money. Yeah, you know, it sounds a little bit like American banks. Am I right? In today's modern rate economy? But you also don't get any bonus for, like, ending the wave faster. So why would I spend more money than I need to spend to accomplish a job that is really just a Boolean true-false operation? Well, we do not get mana economy. I'm going to make my ballistas slightly more range efficient. Because towers level up. Alright, fine. If it makes you happy, it can't be that bad. We do also have a scaling crit factor, okay? I'm not building on the houses. Like, honestly, whenever people say build on the houses, it just reminds me of, like, in Super Auto Pets, when everybody's like, why won't he buy the Bisons? Because they are boring. If you want me to build on the houses, make them exciting. You left 3 gold behind that chest. Actually so true, though. Like, people think that I'm making an unintentional mistake not building on the houses. No, I'm making an intentional decision. Whether or not it's a mistake will bear out in the data that we're currently crunching behind the scenes right now. I mean, there you go. I probably spent like 6,000 gold there. Didn't even come close to dying. He's fucked against Zombie Oogie. What's Zombie Oogie's thing? He's a shield lord, right? He's a shield man? What the heck? A Terminus? You know what? I think you raised a good point. If we demolish one frost tower, the other one should at least work some of the time. GG? Wait, a portal is a bad thing? I thought a portal meant there was just no further place for it to go. It's just a thing. It's just the end of a map. Okay, yeah, so you have nothing to worry about. Of course they had to come out of a portal at some point. See, this is chat's problem. I live my life in practice, you know? I got 1,000 ballistas, no sweat, doesn't bother me. Chat would say you can't do that. You gotta buy more mortars because they look cooler. I'll admit they look cooler. It kind of looks like a sick Lego build, don't get me wrong. And I'll leave it at that. Was I about to say it kind of looks like the armored boar's butthole from Dark Souls? Yes, I was. I live my life in practice, though. I don't read textbooks. I get interviewed about my life, and then they put that information into textbooks, okay? I'm living that Miss Frizzle lifestyle. Get messy, make mistakes. I don't remember the third thing she said. Take chances? I think it was take chances. I believe you're correct. Okay. So we got a zombie Oogie incoming. Zombie Oogie. We need a mana siphon. That's it. It has to be done. And then we can rebuild our frost. And maybe we can upgrade some turrets in order to do more damage to shields. I think we got a chance, honestly. Please click on the houses to see how much gold they generate. Why don't you click on the icon in your web browser that looks like a house? It'll take you back to your home page that you set in Google Chrome instead of being on my Twitch channel. It'll take you to reddit.com/r/funny probably if I don't actually leave. But okay, let's... All right. So it's right now they're generating 25 gold per ballista. All right, I gotta be honest. That's actually kind of nice. Like that compounds pretty nicely. But it does. Hold on. What if we build one? Okay, so they take 20 turns now to pay for themselves. But building earlier, okay, I can understand. I understand what you're talking about. It's round plus 1 gold. Level plus 1 X Ballista. Okay. Why has he been going off this week? Because it's funny. I also feel like, you know, without getting too in the weeds about it, there is like a double standard. Not to say that it's harder to be a Twitch streamer than it is to be a chatter, but one of us... Well, actually, I was going to say one of us is at work right now, but that's probably, you know, many of us are probably at work right now. But... Yes, we had you here. No, don't build you. Are you crazy? I feel like there's a double standard, right? Where if chatters are rude to the streamer, you're like, that's par for the course. We're just bantering. If the streamer responds with banter, they're like, oh, he's mad. It's like, okay, you can go to the grocery store and tell the cashier, could you triple bag my steaks, please? Because I don't want any of the meat juice to get onto my vegetables. But if the cashier ever says, sure, and like doesn't smile about it, then you're like, oh, I'm going to take this up with the Better Business Bureau. Dude, I got to tell you as well, we've been doing the stream. I haven't even gotten to my AAA anecdote from yesterday. Anecdote, I should say. So this is everything. It's grocery store, it's self-checkout, it's service staff, okay? I was at the grocery store. We needed some pasta sauce for Kate to make the baby pasta for the baby to take to daycare for lunch. I had all my stuff in my basket. I was using this self-checkout, okay? I scanned carrots, and like there was a barcode on the bunch, and it came up as $27, and I said, oh, absolutely not. So there's a button on the self-checkout that says edit cart. I hit edit cart, deleted the carrots, and then it said, you need a manager's approval to do this. So a nice grocery clerk came over and was like, what's the problem? And I was like, well, I scanned these carrots that said they were $27. And she's like, that's no problem. I'll just enter them manually. No problem. So she deletes it, enters her password, and enters the carrot product code manually. You know, they're like $3.50. And then she's like, okay, you're good to go. But here's the problem. While she entered all the stuff in, she left her pricing, like scanning gun on the scale. So as soon as she left, she picked up the pricing gun, and then the scale went, error, you need a manager to come check on this because it seems like you're stealing something. And then she came back, and with like the most disgusted look in her eye, she was like, it seems like you're having trouble with this. Why don't I just scan it all for you? And I was like, okay. And then she just like, at the self-checkout, she just gave me the normal checkout experience. I didn't have the heart to be like, is because you left the pricing gun on the thing. But she was like, so clearly done with me, even though I didn't do anything wrong. The carrots were like, they scanned as like saffron or something like that. And then she sabotaged the scale. Anyway, I'm trying to figure out what we gotta upgrade. You know what? I got an idea. Not upgrade, but what path we should change. I think our mana should be fine here. We can always build more. Yeah, she probably went home and was like, people at work are so stupid, man. I want Zombie Oogie to pop out here. So I choose to upgrade this path for now. I was not mad, but I think it's easy in my position to not be mad when something like that happens to me in public, because I know that I've got like a great anecdote for the future. Like it really helps as like it's a balm on the burn, so to speak. Then I saw, this was literally the same grocery trip. I saw a guy go up to the self-checkout that he got with a bag of loose candy that he got from the bulk section of the grocery store. And then it must have been like, hey, what's the code for that? And then he went, oh, come on. And he left his candy on the scale and then walked back through the entire grocery store to go find out what the product code was on the candy that he put in the bag, with like a huge line of people behind waiting for the cash register. I was like, oh my god. Some people like legitimately just live like in a world where there are no other people. What else can you do? You can hit like the cancel button and then go get the product code and get back in line, rather than, you know, waiting for, or making everybody else wait 2 minutes for you to walk back into the grocery store and get something you should have had to begin with. It's the store's fault? It's not the store's fault. You go through the bulk section, you gotta know what you're getting yourself into. Okay, hold on. These are big moments for us. It's not a beta take. Like, honestly, it's such, like, it's actually such an insecure take to be like, oh, everybody else's time is worth less than mine. Even if you're like a somebody, you're actually a nobody. Like, we all sign the social contract when you go into the grocery store, okay? But, yeah, he didn't even run. If he had sprinted, I would have been fine with it. It's your job in the bulk section to write down the code or remember it. All ballistas deal more bleed damage. Yes, please. All ballistas also deal burn damage? Sure, why not? Imagine full-on sprinting in a grocery store. I would legitimately be a little scared. Like, if I was in a grocery store and I heard footsteps that fast, ooh, I would be frightened. We don't have any poison yet. I guess we'll take slightly better mortars for no reason. Dude, this music. There's one more? Don't fuck with me. I can't see shit, man. It's like in Jackass 2 when Johnny Knoxville and Steve-O are in the ceiling of an office building, and then they break the ceiling to prank the people that are having a meeting below. They pop out like robbers, and then the one dude just like immediately dead sprints out of the entire building. And then when he comes back, you know what, hold on, can I just lower the volume? Thank you. When he comes back into the building, they're like, why did you run so fast? And he was like, I didn't know. 2 guys popped out of the ceiling. I wasn't going to wait around and ask some questions. And I was like, that's honestly like a pretty good point. I think everybody else was just like, what? This guy was like, I'm out of here. Like, I got something to live for. Okay, we got problems. Quick little Frost Nixon here. This is gonna be our PB. Well, I think our best PB ever was what, like 32? $28. Oh, dude. Easy mode. Easy mode. Our best PB ever. Our best personal best. I told you, Ballista spam is like the way to go. Bleeding enemies take more health damage. That sounds fine. Dude, the music is kind of popping off, too. Anytime we see multiple paths, we went one too far, I think. We just gotta stagger our frost towers, because I think as soon as an enemy touches a frost tower, they're essentially at peak slow. So we don't need them to overlap. Are you hearing all these sounds? Are you guys memeing on me? I just lowered the volume. Everybody's like, it's kind of loud. I like literally can't hear anything now. I guess, what's my system volume? 18. Okay, that makes sense. I tend to keep it pretty quiet. The only time I ever get above 50 on my music volume or my Windows volume is when I'm listening to the final track on Spiderland and he says, "I miss you!" And then I'm like... Maybe spend your money? My philosophy is I spend money to solve problems. Right now we don't have any problems. So I have many money. It's kind of just tricky because, like, you want me to lower sound effects, but the music is sound effects right now, you know? Beep boop, beep boop, beep boop, beep 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 boop. Spiderland got some heavy pog. Absolutely. Hey, you know how I said I heard a Bryan Adams song that wasn't pure ass and it surprised me? It also happened today. I heard a Bon Jovi song that I didn't want to turn off the music. That's not like, I mean, is not the most praise you could heap on a song. But I was like, at least this song doesn't make me want to turn off the sound. It was Lay Your Hands on Me by Bon Jovi. And I was like, you know what? This is probably the first Bon Jovi song I've ever heard in my entire life that I would not describe as pure detritus. Maybe I'm just getting older. Dude, this song's kind of popping, huh? Okay, so this is our priority 1, priority 2. Get some ballistas out here. They're probably no longer cost effective, but we just genuinely need another choke point, I think. Build 1 frost keep, and then give me like one of those. I gotta sneeze. 1 second. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 2. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, oh, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then we already screwed up our expansion here, so we might as well expand it further for some staggering. That is the same tune as Lay Your Hands on Me. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. What a song. They should bring Bon Jovi on Sesame Street, get him to do that. Like Feist. 1, 2, 3, 4. I love the number 4. I love counting till the number 4. That's any Sesame Street enjoyers in the chat? It beats Sia singing Rubber Ducky, just pissing me off, man. What happened to Feist? I don't know. I mean, I'm not gonna say that she sold out because she was on Sesame Street. That shit is like public access. Anytime I see a celebrity on Sesame Street, it actually raises my opinion of them slightly. Except Sia, because she fucked up Rubber Ducky so bad. Okay. This is a touch spooky, so you know what? This is what the money's here for. One, two, three, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm not scared. Look at that, easy mode. Level 28, already made it. Music's kind of bopping, man. Give me 25% burn damage. Here's the thing. Some of the other upgrades might strike you as like more impressive, but because we have so many ballistas, any upgrade that we get on a ballista is applied to like 50 ballistas, which seems pretty sick to me. I think we should spend as soon as possible on upgrades now, because I'm starting to get a little frightened. This is the first time I felt anxiety on this run, I think. Mana's not doing so hot. You know what? That's great intel. Thank you. Quick little siphon. Plus 3 mana siphon. Seems like it's going pretty well, honestly. So I understand what you're saying, that like shield and armor shooting units at the front and then health prioritizing units at the back. But like, I'm just gonna be honest, I don't do that. I just like, I'd rather just like build more ballistas. And if I die, at least I know that I went out on my own terms. And then like click as fast as possible when it's too late to have any impact. That's the next step. I don't know, I still think we're pogging here. Got to be a more cost-efficient one here. I mean, it's working. You can laugh about it all you want, but look at that, it's still working. You have 0 AoE turrets. Excuse me. What do you call this? You were off by a factor of infinity. That would never fly in my math industry. Okay, let's continue the staggering. Thank you for not giving me a double path. When did the Anus end? The Anus era end and the Detritus era begin? I don't know, I've been trying to work in all sorts of new words. I said maladroit the other day, that felt nice. Trying to work some other like SAT words into my vocabulary, in case I ever want to get my GRE. What about maudlin? I don't describe things as beige anymore, I describe them as taupe. What about your JRE? I already got my master's in that, brother. Everybody that cancels their Spotify, I add 1 more year to my purchase. I'm currently sitting at 635,000 years of Spotify prepaid. And my family is starving. Could anybody help me with my budget? This is a real issue. This is a genuine problem. That is a lot of enemies that have made it too far. Please. Oh no! What the hell was that? They shot out, there's like missiles. They shot out barracudas. Anyway, hey, we defended 29 levels. That's a new moon record.